Hello everyone, welcome to the Social Star News. So today news is about Australia. Australia to lift international travel ban after 18 months in November. Australia plans to lift the 18 months COVID-19 pandemic ban on its vaccinated citizens traveling overseas from November. However, no timeline has been mentioned for welcoming international travelers. Australia has outlined plan to lift pandemic ban on its vaccinated citizens traveling overseas from November, but no date has yet been set for welcoming international tourists back. Travel restrictions that have trapped most Australians and permanent residents at home over the past 18 months would be removed when 80% of the population aged 16 and older is fully vaccinated, Prime Minister Scott Morrison said on Friday. Australia introduced some of the toughest travel restrictions of any democracy in the world on the people entering and leaving the island nation on March 20 last year. Most Australians have had to argue for rare exception from the travel ban to leave the country. There are few exceptions to the ban, including government employees, essential workers, tourism is never accepted as a reason to close the border. Hundreds of thousands have failed to reach relatives' deathbeds, missed funerals or weddings, and have yet to be introduced to grandchildren because of the restriction aimed at keeping COVID-19 out of Australia. New Wales would likely become the first state to reach 80% vaccination benchmark, and Sydney Airport the first to open to the international travel, Morrison said. We have saved lives, we have saved livelihoods, but we must work together to ensure Australians can reclaim the life they once had in this country, Morrison said. Sydney-based Qantas Airways announced international flights would resume from November 14 to London and Los Angeles. Morrison offered no clues as to when other nationalities would be welcome to visit Australia. We will be working towards complete quarantine-free travel for certain countries such as New Zealand when it's safe to do so, he said. Australia has its closest relationship with New Zealand, whose citizens are considered Australian permanent residents. The neighbors allowed quarantine-free travel across the Tasman Sea before the Delta variant outbreak began in Sydney in June. The Australian Tourism Export Council, which represents a sector that made 45 billion Australian dollars a year from international tourists before the pandemic, said the end of the travel ban paved the way for visitors from around the world returning by March. It marks a shift in thinking within both the government and the community sentiment to re-engaging with the world. The council managing director Peter Shelley said in a statement, "A cap on the number of Australian citizens and the permanent residents allowed to return each week has left 45,000 people stranded overseas. It's aimed at reducing pressure on the hotel quarantine, which the more contagious Delta variant had made more difficult to manage. The cap would only apply to the unvaccinated under the new regime. Fully vaccinated Australians would be able to quarantine at home and only for a week instead of the current 2 weeks in a hotel." Australia on Friday added China Sinovac and Indian-made AstraZeneca shots known as Covishield to a list of vaccines that Australians can take and be recognized as fully vaccinated. Travel restrictions would not be lifted for Australians who choose not to be vaccinated. People who would not be vaccinated for medical reasons or children too young to get the jab would have the same privilege as those inoculated. For such news, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thanks.